think pretty tough. It's pretty tough play. I'll give myself credit, which I don't really like giving myself credit, but I think it was a good play. It's a play that I work on though, so I expect to make it, but it's a good play.
For you, I mean, coming up through the system, kind of the scouting report was that first guy. Is this kind of what kind of pride do you get in proving that you're a major league third baseman?
I take pride in defense, man. I'm like super dedicated when I go out there. My work is like super focused, attention to detail, because I want to prove everybody wrong about my defense for sure. Like I said, I work really hard defensively, and I want to continuing to get better.
Do you feel like you're proving everyone wrong?
Yeah.
What does that work include?
Like I said, I feel like it's just attention to just focusing on seeing the ball off the bat, reading angles, having conversation with Francisco and Iglesias. Having those two guys on my team is really, really nice, because talking about a Platinum Glove winner, and then Iglesias should be a Gold Glove player too, but having those two guys is awesome.
How much fun is it to play in this game in front of this crowd?
I was saying it when we were in the last game in Philly. I was like, man, I can't wait to go home and get the crowd on our side, because we went 2 weeks on the road, like facing everybody's crowd, facing their energy, and we pushed through and we did our thing, and just being in this park and just hearing everybody on our side was sick.
Between your defense today and the play Taylor made in center, I get that in a second, does this feel like one of the better defensive games you guys have played this year?
Yeah, I mean, Tyrone is unbelievable outfielder. He's made sick plays all year, and every time I told him, like, every time there's a ball hit to him, it's like fun to see him chase it down. He's an unbelievable player.
You said you couldn't wait for this. Did the crowd live up to your expectations? Was it worth the wait?
Yes. Crowd was sick. I can't wait for tomorrow.
Tyrone called you a cat over at third base. Is that like the ultimate compliment for you?
He said I was a cat. Yeah, I'll take that. I like that.
Today's a testament of how everyone's contributing to your success this postseason. How does it feel to see everybody, and it's not just the big guys on the team, contributing?
That's honestly, I was thinking the same thing. I like how the whole team is just playing their part, doing their thing, and it's a good time for us to do that.
What can you expect from Suarez tomorrow, someone you faced quite a few times this year?
I feel like had a great year, great pitcher. He's gonna come out with his A game. I mean, they don't want to go home and lose, so we gotta come out on fire how we did today, and let's do it.
It was great. Really, really exciting to get back to our fan base, and I thought it was right from the get-go, great energy, and we're looking for more of that tomorrow. And we just want the place to be absolutely packed. I mean, this is what Mets fans have been hoping for, waiting for, and we just want them to enjoy this with us as much as possible. So I thought it was really good.
You made that appeal for fans a couple weeks ago in the last homestand.
Yeah.
What has the response been like to that?
Yeah, I mean, they answered in full. That Phillies series before we left for the road was unbelievable, and like I've said, I feel like we've been playing playoff baseball for a while now, and that sure felt like it. And tonight was just another experience of that. And so again, like I said, I want the fans to continue to come out and fill that place up tomorrow, because this is really special, and want them to enjoy it as well.
You've been here in 16 and 22 for home games. Did this feel different even from those years?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it definitely helps when you have experience, and you know what to expect. But it's a new year, and it just feels different, and the fans are. I can tell with the way they're cheering and the way that they're reacting, that it just feels different to them too. And so it was just a great atmosphere, and like I said, like right from the beginning, Pete's home run and the way Mania started the game, it was just, it was fantastic right from the beginning.
It felt like they were looking for a reason to kind of explode. Just how much did Pete's home run set the tone?
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I mean, Pete's had such a great career off of NOLA, and for him to continue that and be able to do well and hit that big home run to kind of, like you said, like just top it off and kind of blow that top off and be able to let the fans really get into it and explode with a lead. I think it was awesome, but Sean really set the tone with that first inning, coming out, throwing strikes and, getting those guys right away. So, I think the guys did an amazing job, both Pete and Sean.
You always expressed confidence that Pete's going to get on one of these hot streaks
eventually.
Yeah. What's it like to see it happening?
When he does, he can carry a team, and so, you saw again tonight him hit another home run, and he gets on these rolls where he just seems like every time he touches it, it's coming off hot, and we're hoping that this just continues. But he's putting up great at bats. Even the home run was awesome, but he had some amazing at bats where he ended up walking later in the game and really put us in a great position to put more runs on the board. So when he's doing that, oh man, he's a dangerous hitter, and I'm just extremely proud of him.
Tyrone, on that play in the fourth inning, what is the key to making something like that happen?
Just being free in mind and reacting. I had Star right next to me, communicating well, letting me know that I had a chance. So I just tried to get it in as quick as I could.
Which part of it is the most difficult?
I just turned and threw it, so just hoping that it went to where I thought I was going to throw it was probably the most difficult.
Carlos Mendoza talks a lot about needing guys to make winning plays in games at this point of the year. For you, could you sense how much that play meant to the group when it happened?
Yeah, I definitely know how much it meant to Sean at the time, and it was huge. I felt like I could have ran through a wall on how exciting it was after with the crowd, the momentum, and it's a game of momentum. So I knew it was big for us, and I was just happy to contribute.
Between that play and the play Vientos made behind third base with the long throw, does this feel like one of the better defensive games you guys have had this year? Yeah,
I think we did a great job in defense, and generally, I think Vientos made a couple of good snags over there. He's like a cat at third base. So, it was good team defense all around, and hopefully we keep it going tomorrow.
What was that crowd like for the full 9 innings?
Nothing I've ever experienced before. It was epic there. Like I said, I felt like I could have ran through a wall during my play, and then a couple of times today when that didn't even involve me. So it was exciting, and looking forward to it tomorrow too.
Was the bare hand all instinct on that play?
Yeah, I was just reacting.
Did you ever watch when you were a kid? Watch YouTube catches or anything? YouTube throws? Anything like that?
Not.
You kind of measure yourself making a similarly big throw in a big game.
Definitely playing in the backyard with the homies back home. You visualize things like that, picture things like that, but yeah, for it to come to fruition like that was pretty cool.